Yes, Sohana, you can start the meditation. I'll make you a host.
All right. Sure. So, shall I start?
Yeah, please go ahead.
I think you should make me the
Yeah,
host.
yeah, I did just.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, can you hear my voice with the music?
Music. Yes, yes.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. And now let us, this is a book club of Power of Subconscious Mind. And before getting ahead into the chapter 5, so let us all just meditate. And it's a very simple one, and it is called Anapanasati, discovered by Brahmarshi Pitama Patriti Garu. So let us all just make a circuit with our body. Wherever you are, please be seated, like wherever you feel comfortable, and just cross your feet and clasp your fingers and close your eyes. So all you got to do is just observe your breath. That's it. No forcing your breath, and the regular calm and gentle smooth breath. Just keep observing that, and that is it. It's very simple. So let's all get started with that. Wherever you are, please be seated. Close your eyes, relax your mind. Do not think about anything, only your breath. Just for 5 minutes, be a witness to your in and out breath. Calm, gentle, smoothing breath. Don't force your breath, or don't tune your breath. Be an eye of witness and see what's going on within you, your body, your mind. No matter whatever thoughts, no matter whatever is stopping you, just forget about all of these. You and your breath. That's it. As you do in and out breath, relax into it. Leave everything behind just for 5 minutes. Stay focused. As you take in every breath, you're born once again. Every breath you take in is a new breath which says, once more, you wish to choose and live your life. It's your choice. Make it as your choice to live this life just the way you want it to. Be thrilled, be adventured towards your life. Your breath is your life. Without your breath, there is no life. There is no physical reality. Okay, everything can wait for 5 minutes. See where your breath is going. See where it is taking you. And what's there and deep into it. When you realize your breath is your life, and that is when you will know that you are a God. Cleanse your mind, cleanse your thoughts. Just like a whiteboard, erase everything, all the scratches and things that doesn't make sense into the path of truth or ultimatum. Erase everything which doesn't work. Just make it a new empty white paper. To erase everything, align with your soft, gentle, and natural breath. Last 3 minutes. Say this to yourself in this meditation that your breath is your life and you are a God. You're no less than anything, you're no greater than anything. This is all the oneness, the unification. The Advaita, as Mahavatar Babaji I kept on telling about Advaita, just oneness. Trash your judgmental patterns. As you keep on judging, as you keep on giving the name to one or the other thing, you become dual. You no more exist in oneness. Oneness is unlimited. Duality is of just two. Accept all the knowledge, all the wisdom, all the peace and the bliss that you are getting in this meditation. Accept it. with no conditions, with no judgments. Just receive it. Place both of your hands on your heart and thank Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji Garu, and thank all the universal masters, astral masters, all the angels, the visible and invisible, or to fall the most important, thank everybody who is living with you every moment, every second, such as your family, your friends, your colleagues, and everybody you live with every day. Give a heartful thanks to them. And out of all, to even someone that you don't like, and maybe someone you treat them as your enemies, just thank them too. Being your enemy is the hardest part. Your enemies are somebody who are trying to teach you something with a very naive approach. So just thank them. They don't do sweet talks. They don't be so soft, so kind and humble. They are just rude and harsh as much as. It is all part of learning. Without people giving us jerks or movements, there is nothing that we learn. So thank everybody. And especially thank even whom do you want to show your gratitude. With a beautiful smile on your face. Whenever you're ready, place both of your hands on your eyes, at least for 5 seconds. To open your eyes. So there you go. Here we are. Hey Lavanya. So shall I get started with the
Yes, please. Yeah.
All right. So okay. Today's session that I wanted to talk is last time that we have understood about how does mental healings work in the chapter 4. So this chapter 5 is speaking about the mental healings. How does the mental healings looks like? Here now, in this chapter, author is trying to explain that what happens after the mental healing. I mean, like what kind of changes that we do see in. So this book is about a topic called Power of Subconscious Mind by the author Joseph Murphy. And this book was written in 1997. So let's get started. So the first point that he's trying to explain us is find out what it is that heals you and realize that correct directions given to your subconscious mind will heal your mind and body. So It's just that everybody has, as we just had a word in this meditation called unification, right? Everybody is unique, everybody is different. So as everybody is different, so everybody has a different healing process, right? Just the way we have many different parts in our body, so every part has its own treatment, right? So your heart can't be treated just like the way kidney has been treated. So every part has its own different process and functioning based on that. So just the way, based on our profession or based on our lifestyle and the resources that we have, everybody has their own healing processes. So here author is just giving us a hint that why don't we find that what is that heals you, like what is that you feel refreshed about. Somebody likes walking in the nature, somebody likes hiking in the nature, and somebody likes boating, I mean going into the water, and somebody likes sun baths. So just like that, what do you like the most? So for me, for example, if you take, I'm an anthophile. Like I like a lot of flowers. Like whenever I see flowers, I just go and I just feel them. That's it. So just the way, what is something that can heal you? So you got to find out that. Then when do you understand that what is that? Like how do you get that? How do you come to a conclusion that what is healing you? So here, the only thing that you can know by doing this, keep on meditating and keep on affirming, keep on working on that for a week, on just one affirmation that, if you are with a problem, though it's a mental problem, though it's a physical problem, or whatever it is, so whatever problem you have, and try to find a solution for that. Okay. So just the way, if suppose I have a problem going on with me, suppose, just let's think in this way. Sorry. So I have a problem, maybe at my work. So I have a disturbances with my team, with whom I'm working. So people are not letting me do up to the mark that what I wanted to, right? So in that phase, what we can do is, I'll just sit, I'll just clear my mind, I'll do meditation and think about what best can I do to overcome the situation. So what is the process that can heal you? So the healing process starts right from your meditation. You start your meditation, and in your meditation you will get to see, meditation has the power. I will tell you the power, like at the max, that what I have seen. I started sensing every cell in my body. So it can show you till that extent. For me it went till there. You can even go beyond that too. So if you just keep on increasing your focus in your meditation, then you will know what you actually want, and that is called your subconscious mind, who is telling you. So realize that the correct directions given to your subconscious mind will heal your mind and body. So subconscious mind, what does subconscious mind, like what directions has to be given to your subconscious mind? This was something that we have discussed in the previous chapters. What is that correct directions? Correct directions is, your logical mind is the gateway. If you want to go inside or come out from a into a very secure place, we will have a security clearance, right? At the gate, just the way you go out and you come in, and we have all those biometric authentication processes these days. So just the way, your conscious mind is also that is the logical mind. So your logical mind, whatever you do, you know though there is a situation in your life, if for example, take this example, if our guru, Patriji, uh, in in every class he will be preaching people, right? He will be giving a message, he will be telling things, right? So some people can take it in a right way, some people cannot take it in a right way, some people can question, some people will completely don't agree with the point, some people does, right? So why is this happening with, you know people, like why people are taking it in different directions. Like, why can't everybody accept in the same way? Some are having questions, some are denying it, and some at least don't listen. So in these 3 points, like, what we have understood is just the way, though there is a right situation has occurred to you, or there is a right message or wisdom has come to you, but still, if you're not in a right stage of your conscious mind, you cannot take the message out of it. You cannot take it rightly. So there are chances of misconceptions. So you can completely take that message into a wrong way. So that is why, realize that correct directions given to your subconscious mind will heal your mind and body. For example, most of the people don't do physical activities, right? So most of us don't do lots of physical activities because, most of the people who does 9 to 5 jobs, they're not much into physical activities. Though it's just that regular formality based, you're used to that thought that, okay, we have to at least work out for some time, so just the way we go there. But in that process of working out, there is nothing happening within your body. So why is that happening? It's just because you don't know the cause, you don't know the start, and you don't know the end, and you don't know where you're actually lying in that process. So here, all you got to do is to heal your mind and body. Just start giving the right directions. Sort of, you can go to gyms and do equipped workouts. Instead, you can go to hiking, right? Instead, you can go for a walk into the nature or into the forest. It's way better, right? So just the way you prioritize what is it and what best can it serve you for your good. So this is the first point. It's just that find out what is that, it heals you, and realize that the correct directions given to your subconscious mind will heal your mind and body. So develop a definite plan for turning over your requests or desires to your subconscious mind. So yes, for example, this point is very natural. Suppose, take an example, there is a civil engineer living on the street. Obviously civil engineers does that. So if a civil engineer is working on a plan, constructing a roadways or the ramps, so what does he do? He will have a plan, and he will have the routes, like, multiple set of routes from this place to this place and here to there, and he has all that connecting points there, right? So after that, he will make a plan, and then he starts going for the requests, approval of the authorities everywhere, right? After getting that, then he starts moving that plan into action. So just the way, here, whatever we are doing, we need to develop a definite plan for turning over your requests or desires to your subconscious mind. That's it. So just the way to make your plans into actions or desires into actions, here the approval or the authority who can approve is your subconscious mind. To approve subconscious mind, we are very well known of this. You want something from the government and you got to bribe them in the multiple different ways, right? So just the way, here you got to bribe your subconscious mind with a strong belief. You make it believe that, this is what it is. It will just push it into this reality. It's that simple. But the biggest problem is, our conscious mind has been so picky. We trained it to be so picky, so it will just push it away. Whatever reason we give to ourselves, it is just that, what are you just telling me? I know what it is actually. So don't do this to me. It pushes away whatever you're trying to make yourself believe. So just the way, that is why we do meditation. When we make our mind like an empty white paper, and there you can start writing your new stories. Or else, on the fully written paper or a scratched paper, whatever you write can be seen properly. Here and there, you get triggered by it, but there is nothing that you can see clearly. So, this is also just the way. Always, when you have a plan, keep working on it. No matter what, don't give up. So, it's just that what is giving up? For example, let's take an example of working out. If I am of 80 kgs in weight, I wanted to reduce my weight to 55 kgs. So what do? Uh, First thing I got to do is having a good diet plan, and the second one is working out, right? And I got to just do based on these two. I should keep a track on these two and how better I'm doing it every day. And every day I got to increase the number of minutes or workouts that I do. And every day I got to decrease the amount of solid food that I eat, right? So this is the plan, vice versa. So in this process, today I wake up and this is new to me. And I think, now I gotta go to work, and why can't I just do it in the evening? Like, okay, then I push it to the evening. Then after evening, oh, I'm so tired. I am tired mentally, not physically. Then I'll be like, okay, let's start from tomorrow. Today, anyways, it's Tuesday, so Wednesday, it's a good day. And you keep making yourself giving all these kinds of beliefs and pushing it up. So when this is happening, you don't know and you don't understand. It's a very harmful thing that you're doing to yourself. I mean, your strongest weapon is your subconscious mind. It can do anything. You know that in the chapter 3, that author was actually trying to explain us that your subconscious mind has the power to move the planets, make the sun shine and the moon shine, and it has this big power. Then why can't it do small things for you? It does. But when you keep on do wrong feeding to it, it keeps pushing you into the wrong ways. But most of the time we sit and think, why am I stuck up in such situations? And we start feeling about ourselves as, I did everything right. I don't know why am I into this situation. But it's just because you're in lot of ignorance. You cannot see what actually happened. You can only see half, because you're only half aware, not fully aware. So that is why, to make the right request, to make your desires into this reality. About this, in the later on slides, the author have given very beautiful statements that how do you develop a very nice plan to your life, and how to just make your life in the good way that you want it to be. So all you got to do is just keep feeding your subconscious mind in a right way using your conscious mind. For that, we got to do meditation, right? So this is all it is. And the next one, imagine the end desired and feel its reality. So follow it through and you will get defined results. So in a single line, I'll just explain you what this means. So in the manifestation techniques, we do affirmations. That's important. Affirmations is that, if there is a kid who is very adamant and very stubborn. Think, suppose you have a kid and your kid is very adamant and stubborn. You keep telling them, he is just behaving rude and throwing all the toys down, and he's breaking everything, the most naughtiest kid. And what you do, you keep telling them that don't do this, this is not a good behavior. You keep on telling them, just the way you keep on telling your subconscious mind that this is what I want, this is what I want, this is, because we have wrong fed it. It has all the wrong information with it. So you got to change it. That doesn't happen in one, or once or twice. You should keep on doing it. But here it's just that, feel its reality. See the end desired and feel its reality. Feel its reality, I will tell you. Most of the affirmation statements or whatever we do, it's just that authors explain in a very just the way they do. But here, the very simplest way of telling about it is be thrilled towards it. You can't think it's done. You can't think it's already there. You should just keep on thinking that it is coming. That's it. In the present tense. That is what it is. Feel it's a reality. It's coming. Just be thrilled. Be, adventure that yes, if you just think that it's already there. Though sometimes you give enough push to your subconscious mind, sometimes you might not give enough push to your subconscious mind. In these cases, it might or might not manifest into reality with lots of confusion. So that is why we keep it in the present tense and keep pushing it unless and until it comes to us. So as you think it's reality, then you keep feeling that you are in this right moment and just thinking about that. So in this process, if you're in reality in this present moment thinking, it feed itself how much energy it needs from you, like how much it needs, and it's going to take. Just leave it in the processing state. That's it. The present state is processing state. We are just thrilled. We know it is coming and we are waiting for it. That's it. So follow it through and you will get defined results. That's it. So always just keep thinking that it is coming. It is coming. So for example, I will explain you. So I had an interview. So I had an interview with Amazon. So I was just like, before Amazon, I am not local to California. I'm basically from the east side of United States. So right now I'm living in the west part. And I work for one of the good organization. And for some reason, I just wanted a changeover. So I was like, I started looking for another projects that I can just jump into. And after started seeing that, I was just thinking, it's not easy, or it's not an easy process for the screening in the FANG companies. I mean, Facebook, Apple, Amazon, and Netflix, Google. So these are called FANG companies and the top companies. And it's not easy for a person for their resume to be selected, because this is what system does. A person doesn't sit, I mean, recruiters don't sit and keep on screening the resumes. A system does. So it's like, just maybe it can happen, it cannot happen too, either ways. So I was just thinking that I want a job in a FANG companies, because I'm a fresher and I have just 2 to 3 years of experience. And at this moment of time, it's very easy, because right now I'm not packed up with all the other things. I'm just a student, and I've just started working. So I have no other responsibilities that are stopping me. So I thought, why not now? Like, if I just move my profile to there, and then later on, after you having 6 or 7 years experience, and that time when you go to the FANG companies, the screening is not easy. So you get stuck up there. So I thought, let me do it now. So I was waiting, and I knew this doesn't work. But what I did in the Amazon, I opened Amazon careers, and I found 200 or 250 roles available just in the west side. I just took 30 or 40 minutes, the same resume. I've just pushed into all the 250 roles. Though it's my computer science or no, I didn't just care. I just pushed my resume, and recruiter, he just called me and said, today morning I just opened my system, and in the DB I can just see only your data. Like, you just did this, like, to all 250 rows is like full of your data. Like, what is even going on? Then he asked me. Then I said, I'm just being very competitive, and I want to get this one. So I'm just looking into the opportunities that you might have, and this is the only way that I thought that I could reach out to the recruiters in Amazon. So I did that. And I said, this is a smart idea. Then I was like, okay, fine. Then I was waiting for him, and he did that. Like, he sent me all the things that what I got to do, all the documentation and the next screening levels. And I started getting through that. And there was another like I was not fixed to one, but I was fixed to the fan companies, like either of the fan companies that I wanted to go. So it was a huge changeover. As I started seeing the Amazon response, I've started expecting from the others too. And immediately the very next day, out of nowhere, I don't know, for the Facebook, I haven't at least applied. But the recruiter called me the next morning. Like 6 o'clock is like very early to me. And she just called me and she started asking me that, I just found somehow your resume. So I was just looking into that. Are you ready, or are you looking for any other projects? Then I was like, yes. And immediately after that, and it went on to Apple. Then again it went on to Tesla. And I was like, seriously, what is even happening? Because I've struggled so much. Like I had to be on the contract projects and all these, and that was not very fulfilling for me. So I was like, okay, either way I'm competitive, either spiritually or into this reality. Either ways, I think I wanted then, what, just my desire to manifest things, that is what it got me into meditation. That is what it got me into the spirituality. I started thinking being superficial. Like, there is every way to make everything work. So why can't I just learn that? Because I used to see my parents and everybody going to the astrologers and going to the priests and everybody. They see that this is what it is happening, this is what it is happening. And today I have learned astrology, and I have learned all this moon chart and sun chart and everything, and whatever they do, and I understand. And this is not something I haven't taken any course. It's just in my meditation. And I could see the planets changing, and I started realizing this is all real. And it's just that based on a predicted study they do. But this was real, something that I started seeing. And then whatever the constellation or whatever the chart alignment is there, and I could see, and I used to just change it the way I wanted. Hey planet, I need you, just can you just do this transcending for this moment. And after that, okay, I'm ready to take the lesson. And whatever you do, then I started doing this. So it's just that, learn manifestation is very good. Because a manifestation is a basic or a common quality that every god has, right? Do you think anything is impossible for a god? No, God has all the capabilities. They can do anything. Just God does this like this, and there is a magic happening, and He comes from the clouds, and whatever you ask, He will give you. How is He giving you? It's just that, and that is when I've started saying, I can't sit in front of them. I can't do pujas for hours and hours. I can't beg. Like, I was egoistic, so I can't beg. I used to even question God. I keep begging you and you don't give me anything. And why am I even doing this? So this is how I used to feel. And then when I realized, yes, I am a God and I can also do. And that changed the whole perspective. Before that, I have never at least respected or never at least listened to a God or their stories. But now I could, just let myself transcend into that energies and see how it works, what it works. So, make manifestation is a common quality in you. That's a biggest satisfaction of living. There is nothing impossible. Everything is possible. But it's just that matter of belief, faith, and patience, and of course, time. So, here, what happens is, there is something you feel it's impossible and you want to make it possible, and that is what manifestation is. So in that process, what happens is, why do we lose our faith, belief, or patience? Is just because time. Because to make things happen in this timed zone, you got to go into the time free zone. Meditation or being with your breath is time free. There is no time. And practice this whenever you do meditation. Don't keep track on time. So the best time to do meditation is either wake up early morning, 4:30, 5:30 a.m., and just keep doing it till 7, as much as you want. If you give time, you start tracking it. So you will be in this reality. You can't go into your breath. You can't go deeper. That's all time free zone. So just the way, or in the nights before going to bed, if you meditate for 2 hours or 3 hours, you will only need 2 hours or 3 hours of sleep. That's it. So you'll be that energetic too. So if you keep on meditating, then you will know like what all capabilities that you are full of, and what all things that you can do, and in which way you want to manifest. So it's just that, make manifestation common and move your life in the way that you want. So decide what belief is, and know that belief is a thought in your mind, and what you think you create. See, I really love the way authors talk or authors write. And decide what belief is. Know that belief is a thought in your mind, right? Whatever is happening in our mind, within our mind, everything is in the form of your thoughts. Everything. Your thoughts leads to your emotions, your feelings, right? Thoughts leads to your feelings, and the feelings together, the set of feelings, dominant feelings together, pushes you into the emotional state, right? So just the way, thought is also, oh sorry, belief is also thought in your mind. So what you think, you create. This is all we know. And most of the spiritual masters like Seth or Ramta and what is it called, Torkum, sorry about that, just a second. So all the big masters, whatever they told is just that what you think, you create. And okay, this statement is always by Gautam Buddha. Whatever your mind is, wherever your mind is, and that is where you are, right? So let's talk about belief, maybe in the next classes or next slides. Or if you want to know much more about how belief system works, you can even get into this book called Biology of Belief. Okay, I can actually share it to Lavanya, and you can post it in the group, and I have that PDF available with me. So that's a very good book, and it will help you how to manage your belief system. So it is foolish to believe in sickness as something to hurt or harm. So have you understood this? How foolish it is, really, right? To believe in sickness as something to hurt or harm you. So, like when we know these things are hurting us or harming us to, to our life or lifestyle, then why do we just believe in these kind of things, in this sickness or etc. etc. So, believe in perfect health, prosperity, peace, wealth, and divine guidance. Guys, have you actually understood about something since the chapter 1? Every time when we are about to end, the author is giving us a conclusion that believe in perfect health, prosperity, peace, wealth, and divine guidance. You have all the rights to choose good for yourself. So it is that important. That is why he is trying to remind people in the every chapter. Law of life is belief. That's it. Do you know that there are many laws in this universe? For our higher, and all the 7 bodies or 9 bodies connecting and how they work, we have lots of laws working in this universe. So just the way, law of life is belief. Great and noble thoughts upon which you habitually dwell become great acts. So you understood this point? Great and noble thoughts upon which you habitually dwell become great acts. It's just that whatever we are doing, like Gautam Buddha said, Buddham Sharanam Gacchami, Sangam Sharanam Gacchami, and Dharmam Sharanam Gacchami, right? So what are those? Buddham Sharanam Gacchami is, it's just that become an enlightened person. And then Dharmam Sharanam Gacchami, when you become an enlightened person, what you do, you follow all the Dharma. Dharma is nothing but the righteousness. And after that, what you do, you start spreading it to the other people. Sangam Sharanam Gacchami. So just the way, great and noble thoughts are nothing but a path to the truth or ultimatum. Like something which is stable, something which can be moved. And that is what it's truth. And that is what it's the ultimate source, that where we are traveling ahead to. So, and if you make it habitual, and then you will become, I mean, you can dwell in the great acts. I mean, whatever you wish to choose, like the people, actions, your words, and your thoughts, and anything. So whatever you do, if you do it great and with the noble is something. Gautam Buddha had explained the eightfold path. Eightfold path is right speech, right actions, and right mindfulness, right meditation, and right livelihood, right practice. So everything, when he started explaining it right, then after telling all of those right, then he said, right is not an opposite of wrong. Right is noble, worth it, the righteousness. That's it. So here it's just that whatever you follow right, and that is where you dwell in. You wish to choose experiences wisely, then you gotta wish to choose all the things that you do wisely. That's it. So apply the power of prayer therapy in your life. So yes, we do meditation. And you know what is prayer? Prayer is just that we go to temples, and before going to the temple, we will do a lot of, I mean, most of the time we do rituals, right? If it's Navratri time, all of us know Dasara and Navratri. So Navratri time, we do prayers to Devi Ma, right? So all the 9 days in the different forms we do. So we don't do prayers, we do rituals. So before ritual, whatever we say, you know, Devi Ma, I want all the peace and I want all the good blessings of you to my house and to me and to all the family. That is called prayer. Affirming right things for your life, that what you want is prayer. And after your prayer, then we do rituals to boosten up that prayer. I mean, to push that prayer into this reality. So most of the time, if you go to the church, and if you go to the, it's all about the Jesus Christ, and it's all about the Prophet Muhammad or Allah, and everywhere in the Buddha or Buddha temples, it's all about prayers. Before chantings or whatever, we have rituals. Even they have rituals. Everybody have rituals, but something that I love with Jesus Christ or Buddha is just that it's prayer based. They do prayers. Let your life be this. And I want this kind of life. You know what? There are many chants for Buddha or Yashodhara, or different forms of Buddha and different forms of Yashodhara. So there are many chantings. You know what are the? One day I just went to a Buddhist temple next to my home. So on Buddha Purnima, then there were a set of monks who were doing chants. So they were chanting. It was their chanting time, evening prayer time. Then what they did, there were a couple of people with me, the visitors to the temple. Then they also gave us a book which has all the chants. Then they said, today, like this is evening time, let's all do evening chant. So it was almost like 10 pages. And I've started, the monks keep reciting, and then you give chorus to them after they say. So this is how we got to follow. Then in the above phrase, it will be in Pali language. In the below phrase, it will be in the English, the meaning of it. So whatever we do will be in the Pali language. So that is why they recite in the right pronunciation, and then we got to do it. I started doing, like, first time I went and I wasn't that focusing on the meaning. The second time I went and I started understanding little. And then once I started giving all the sessions, and once I started giving sessions on Buddha or all the Buddha Siddhantas, then again I went to the temple on Buddha Purnima. The moment I was chanting like a high priest or something like that, I started sensing the meaning, that it was just that their chant was eightfold path, samavacha samaditi and all. And I was so amazed, and this is what you guys chant, like this is so nice, right? You're affirming yourself to be into this right path. And most of the time I see, we keep something as a god, and we keep reciting, or we keep praising them. And this is what most of the times happen. But in here, they only praise in the start about the greatness of Buddha, and they thank Buddha in the last. And in the middle, it's just that today enough, I am bowing down, and I'm just leaving all my ego with lots of faith and belief, and I am going to walk on this path with your help. And I really started loving their kind of thing, and that is when I realized what is the difference between a prayer and the ritual. So you affirm good for yourself as a prayer, so make a habit. And my grandmother, my paternal grandmother, so when she used to come to my place to live, like for 2 months, like she used to come for a vacation, then she used to live for 2 months, and then we both shared a bed every day in my room. Every day night, whenever she's about to sleep, she will sit to the infinite angels, infinite gods, and infinite masters, irrespective religions, to every god she will just thank with from bottom of her heart. And it will just take 20 to 30 minutes for her to complete her gratification to every god and every angel, and the list is big. I haven't realized, and all the time she just tells that everybody should be good and everybody should be blessed. And I'm so thankful that you have given me such a good life, such a good children, and everything good for everybody. And giving me the strength, because she has 8 children. She had 8 children. She's having 8 children. Sorry. So, raising 8 kids in the equal way, it wasn't fine. So, and after that, I've started knowing how prayer works. She was always very positive minded, strong minded, and she always knew like how to affirm good. And the only person till date that I have seen who never harmed or hurted anyone. She used to never give a chance to the other person to blame her that she had hurted them. Like she was that firm on that. Whatever it is, she used to just accept her fault, though she didn't do for their satisfaction, but she used to never hurt them. And that's a very good quality of being unconditionally compassionate. So your prayer needs compassion. Without your compassion, your prayer doesn't work. So about your prayers, I think I can suggest you should know about Buddha's wife, who is called Yashodhara. She will explain how a prayer should be. Like what, how do you do the prayers and what all it has to be. And there is a book called Tara. So in that book, there are very good techniques that she had explained. So choose a certain plan, idea, or mental picture. Mentally and emotionally unite with that idea as you remain faithful to your mental attitude, so your prayer will be answered. So we have understood. So this is just a simple way of telling, is just that we have somebody, some say 7 bodies, some say 9 bodies within us, and the last body is our physical body. So the emotional body, mental body, causal body, etheric body. So there are set of bodies, the layers in your aura. So some count it as 7, as just like a rainbow, some count it as 9. So just the way, what here he is telling is, when you choose a certain plan or idea or a mental picture, you unite that idea and become faithful. So it's just that make that idea in the terms of meditation. I will explain you. If you sit in meditation, imagine an aura with the same 7 layers, and push your thought from the physical body to the mental body, to the emotional body, to the etheric body, to the causal body. let it cross all the bodies and leave it to the universe. And till it reaches the last layer of your aura or the last body, it is close to the universe. And just push it into the form of a golden lotus flower into this universe and see what happens. Whatever you want, universe is just like a god or just like a supply, resource supplier. So you asked him something, then he will give you something. But did you ask the way that you had to actually ask? So that all counts here. So he is ready to give you, but the way you ask is also important. So the way you ask is with lots of belief and lots of faith. So belief, faith, and mental, emotional, and let's discuss this in the next chapter, because next chapter contains all of these, and I will show you the differentiation between how faith looks and what belief is, and how they work emotionally or mentally. So always remember, if you really want the power to heal, you can have it through faith. That's it. you know I think most of us know Shirdi Sai Baba, right? Shraddha and Saburi. Saburi is faith. Faith gives you everything. Everything. Without faith, there is nothing. Faith, I think I was reading one of the books. Yeah, I've decided to live 120 years, and there I have seen a very beautiful and meaningful word which says unwavering faith. There is faith, but it's wavering. Unwavering faith. It shouldn't waver, or it shouldn't just keep on switching. So the way you maintain it, the way you see the results. So which means the knowledge of the working of your conscious and the subconscious mind. That's it. Faith is the indication that the knowledge of your working of your conscious and subconscious mind. Faith comes with understanding. If your conscious mind and subconscious mind are not on the same pace, you see the faith wavering. See how good indication it is. And just now I have realized. So the conscious mind, subconscious mind, if they are not working on the same pace, it's just that when you're not so sure about something, it's just that there is a clash between going on. So, and you know how to make it right. So always remember, if you really want the power to heal, you can have it through faith, which means the knowledge of your work. Oh, sorry, this point has been repeated. Faith comes with understanding. So blind faith means that a person may get results in healing without any scientific understanding of the powers and the forces involved. So before meditation, my life was like that. I had a blind faith because I had a very strong desire to manifest things. I don't know how it should come, or in which way it had to work. I just used to do a lot of pujas, to be frank. I used to do a lot of rituals. I was a kid, but everybody was shocked. And I mean, like, I'm not the singer, and I have never been into this traditional courses of doing this mantras or pujas, and I barely know the pronunciations. But with my own interest, and somewhere in one of the temples, I heard a story of Lalita Tripura Sundari. She's a goddess, and about her, there is a astral kingdom of hers called Manidvipa Lokam, and that is how they said. Somehow it attracted me, and I started doing Lalita Sahasranama Stotra, and there is some verses, thousands of words that is praising that goddess. Then I survived to do the pronunciation. In the starting days, nobody helped me because I asked nobody, because I didn't like somebody looking at me that I'm doing this. So I used to just do it in my phone, and I had a PDF. And someday I got caught to my dad. He was so proud looking at me doing that verses, chanting with the right pronunciation, because I used to do every day. Every day. Like every day, first time when I read it, it took me 1 hour. And then 40 minutes, 30 minutes, and then now I do it in 10 minutes, 15 minutes, doesn't matter. And it's just that I had a blind faith. I do this will work. That's it. So I used to just push it whatever way, I don't care, because God, everything is noble and good. So just do it. But I was just praising somebody, and these days I started praising myself, pushing myself, because I have to do. And unless and until I do, this doesn't work. So I do is not always the physical work. I can think too. I think of it, I want it, I get it. That's it. So learn to pray for your loved ones who may be ill. So this is a very good quality of every human being. This is something that I have learned from all the women in Buddha's life. Buddha's stepmother, Prajapati, Buddha's wife called Yashodhara, and the mustard seed woman called the Kisa Gautami, and the Buddha's caretaker, Naila. So all of these women, they were so good praying for their loved ones, like just the way I told you about my grandmother, everybody, all our mothers in our home, they do that. We can see this thing in them. They pray. Once they started living as a mother, I think they never do praise for themselves or prayers for themselves. It's always for the other people they do. That is why they are treated as something eternal, right? So have you ever seen mother just being so selfish praying for herself? That will never happen. And it's just the way, if you want to learn to pray for your loved ones, go to your mom, ask her, how do you do that? I am not telling you, she can explain you. So you do that. Quiet your mind, your thoughts of health and vitality and perfection operating through the one universal subjective mind will be felt and resurrected in the mind of your loved ones. This is easy. So this, in single word, this is called transcending. Okay. Or telepathy sometimes, based on the intention or based on the thing that you want to reach to the other people. So it's just that quiet your mind, your thoughts of health and vitality and perfection operating through the one universal subjective mind will be found and resurrected in the mind of your loved one. So if there is somebody who is not fine, who is ill, and I do crystal healing. I mean, I just work with the stones. Then most of the times I see a lot of asking. Clients are like that. In the meditation, we just ask them to do on their own. I just tell them, this is how you got to do, this is how you got to do, and these are the benefits if you do, and this is how it can help you. But in stone works, sometimes you got to take charge and work for them. I mean, it's just like you go to a doctor, he does a surgery to you, and then he will send you back, right? So just the way, this is called astral surgery. So whatever the patient or whatever the client is having, so you got to heal it with the stones or using stones. It is about that. So here, this is the example that I can explain you. So if there is a person who came to me saying that I have a very sinus headache, so I thought, okay, first I tried, most of the time though I do crystal healing, but I just do it for external things. I mean, world healing, world peace, like this. But I don't do very personalized, but only some people whom I like know from since so long. So I just feel, okay, let me just give a hand types. So in those times, what I do is I just sit and meditate, and even I ask the other person to meditate, though they are doing or though they are not doing, that doesn't matter. So I start seeing their problem, and after seeing their problem, I start just sending only the positive vibes. That good affirmations. A person, they themselves fail to affirm good about themselves, right? They have sent all the harmful affirmations, harmful intentions to themselves, and that is what it is hurting them right now. So when they fail, then I gotta start sending it to them. So that is how it works. And if you want to know a very nice example of this, okay, if I am a politician and I want to become a chief minister in Telangana, So what do I need? I need support from all the citizens of Telangana, right? And I need the support from the other side, central too, right? The support is nothing but the love, the good vibes from the people. And that will push me to the place that where I wanted to be, in the place of chief minister, right? So just the way, whatever your state of mind or body should be normally, if it's not there, it's just that it's lacking love. You're not giving it enough love. You're not making it full. So in that cases, like Yashodhara said, sometimes we need the light of others and sometimes others need our light too. So we gotta just, this is just another form telling that connecting your subconscious mind, it's telepathy or transcending, helping you this way, and always wish good for other people, and that makes you live in the infinite world. You will start making it habitual to yourself, because unless and until you're Gautam Buddha, you can't live in the unconditional mind or unconditional acceptance. So only they do, all the masters do, basically, like all the gods and everybody. So I think, yeah, we are done. So thank you, and this is about it.
Thank you, Sohana. So can we take some questions?
Sure.
Masters, if you have any questions, please do raise your hand. I see someone raise their hand.
There is somebody who's PVP9, and I got a message from them saying that, can you please let us know how to make planets to work for. So yeah, I can help you with that. But are you in the group called the Divine Breath?
No, they are not. Yeah, I think if you want, you can please let us know so that we can add you into the group. Yeah. So, will you be sharing any documents, Sohana?
Yeah, I will share the doc. I mean, I will share the whole code structure and how it will be. And I am planning to start another course, ongoing course, maybe like in the after Navaratri. So I'm just planning to do that, and maybe in mid of Navaratri too. So that is when like we all can join and do that.
Okay. Okay. So I see a question from Chandana here. During meditation, we got to concentrate on the breath in order to move out of thoughts. But as per this session or chapter, author says to affirm things during meditation to find the solution. Is it again not going into thoughts during meditation? Or is it okay to think during meditation to find the answers?
Okay, so very beautiful question. It's very simple. Meditation, in the starting stage, you will clear all the messy paper to the white paper, right? Once after certain time in your meditation, you clean your mind, so it will be like a white paper. After that white paper, and this is the second stage when you should start affirming for what you want. There is a white paper and you can write what you want. So that is just affirming, and this is the second stage. First we got to practice to clear our mind. After clearing our mind, and that is when we got to start affirming.
Vanaja ma'am has said that wonderful session, Sohana, great learning.
Thank you.
Any other questions, friends? So in the meantime, Sohana, so you said that, normally Patrisa says that we should not pray for someone else, or like he says that, right? So just thinking why it is like, why does he say that? And in the books, he say, because even from our childhood, we would see our parents ask, I mean, in the prayers, they would say that, okay, if you ask good for others, it will be good for you as well. So if someone is ill or something, but Patricia says that like it is their karma and they have to face it. Like, why do you want to interfere into it? So how do you put it across? I mean, with this book, I mean,
Okay. So actually, this is a very valid point. Praying is all about blind faith, like going to God and asking it the blind faith. That can work only sometimes, not every time in everything. Every second, the moment you want to be in awareness, everything you do, it should be recorded. Everything. So you should know, like, every word you do, how it functions, every action you do, how it functions, every thought you think, how it functions. If you want to know all of this, you need to be fully aware. If you are fully aware, then you will know how actually faith works. So this is all we are here for, like knowing about it. Because while we are transcending, or while we are leaving our bodies, or while we are moving to the other worlds, once we are done, all we got to carry is all these: what is blind faith, what is faith, and what is belief. So everything. So what happens is, when we pray to God, it's just that we are thinking we are less than something. So you're putting, like, we are putting ourselves there, we are less than something, and we keep on asking. It's just that, Steve Jobs, the CEO of Apple, he is a very inspiring person. Most of the people admire him in the tech world, right? So just the way, in this human world, gods are someone who did things superficial, who achieved things. Not like every human, they're not keep on taking births the same way, with lot of unaware or ignorance. Once and for all, they have moved into awareness. So it's just that they are the inspiration boards, that's it. And, like, just the way, if you get a chance to go and meet Steve Jobs, the doubts you have, you would definitely go and ask him, right? I need a knowledge from you, because you have been through this experience, how it is working. So just the way, whatever god we are connecting or we are praying to them, it's just that we are asking, you have experienced through everything, you have been through everything, that is why you are at that position, and even I want to come there. So give me some help, give me some knowledge, you can preach me. So that is why, in that way, we got to connect to the gods. And it's just that here we understand only one thing. That is why Patri sir says, for me, once I started, he was just like that. From my third standard or like that, he was not letting me. I mean, he was not letting anybody, do or bow down to gods, or follow gods, or do rituals and everything, pujas. And he says, you yourself is a god, and why are you not working on yourself? But the moment that when I was coming here, I went to meet him in Kartal in Maheshwara Pyramid, and there he knew something that my dad, if you guys are from South India, you will know this. My dad used to wear Ayyappa mala. So he used to wear that, and he had been wearing it 31 times till now. So Patri sir is like, whenever he saw my dad, always in that Ayyappa mala. So every time, because Dhyana Mahachakram used to happen in the last season of the year, right? So that is when Kartika Masa is also. So that is when they wear it. So that moment, he stopped me and he explained me, do you know the posture of Ayyappa? Every god will be like this. Okay, one hand like this and one hand like this. It's just that if you are fearless, if you are adventure, if you have that attitude, then you get everything you want. So you don't have to be scared of something, that god is watching me everywhere. If you're in the temple, and you don't have to become that conscious, and I have to pray more, and you got to impress him to get the things. No, that is all not necessary. So it's just that After that, I've started understanding in every god, okay, god will be like that. Then I gotta improve the qualities that they are having. you know god god is never like that. He doesn't like somebody and he likes somebody. They like everybody. They do equal justice to everybody, though he is like a very good person, rich person. See, Ravana, the king of Lanka, he was the only one in at that phase of time who could see Lord Shiva. He was the only one. Even Rama also never saw Lord Shiva. Being Ravana, that the one who was a big deity of Lord Shiva, the way he ended his life was so miserable. It's just because the way he did it. I mean, he could like after seeing Lord Shiva also, it was just his blind faith. Every day morning he used to go on top of the mountain, sit there and do homam, that thing, and keep on chanting Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Someday Shiva came, but he didn't know. He was not in a stage to accept the fact or accept the knowledge that he was giving him. And from then, after going to every temple, I started asking every god that what is your specialty? What are you good at? Then now I'm meditating here and show me your skills. Then I wanted to make it part of mine too. So in this is the way I have changed asking gods. And then if I want something for me to manifest, I started treating myself as god. I started pampering myself, having good food, having nature walks, and whatnot, just braiding my hairs and making myself look very beautiful. And I started doing all the rituals to myself. And this is how it changed. And all you got to do is see good in every god. Listen to those stories mainly, not the if you understand their story, you will understand the every mantra or every stotra or whatever it is in the Sanskrit. And that's very like that was the most shocking thing, and I was very shocked about. So it's just that to know the differences. If you keep on praising god or if you keep on doing pujas, it's just that in the ignorance we are pushing something. It will work, but the lesson will come to you in the another form again. So it's like, if we choose this path, knowing the lesson, respecting it, like we respect every other person, you respect the god too. So just like that. So I think this is it. Hope I
Okay.
answered.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Sohana. Thank you.
Okay.
I see Madhavi ma'am. Yes, Madhavi ma'am. Yeah.
Thank you, Sohana. Thank you so much. I think I got the answer from from the question Lavanya asked. That was I was going to ask as well. Thank you. Explained it very well. Thank you. Because I did hear Patriji saying, of course, I'm going to decide this in Telugu. He used to say that Atmaye Parabrahmamu and Jeevude Devudu and Dehame Devalayam.
Nine prince
Swasiye Guru. Yeah. He used to say all these, and that's what I was trying to ask you. The same question Lavanya was trying. She asked, and you did answer, and I got what you were trying to say. Yeah.
Thank you.
So thank you so much.
Thank you, Madhuri God. Thank you.
Any other questions, friends?
So actually, before that, I actually want to give a notification also, an update. So we are actually to raise the funds. We are actually going beyond and doing the courses like the planets working and the stones working, and whatnot. The stone works with every intentions, and there are some set of courses that we are going to do now. And this is all about fundraising to PSSM, and everything will be paid. Like there is a very reasonable price has been fixed to every course, and this is actually going to the development of constructing pyramids other than India across the world. So in every country, it will be equally distributed. And this was the plan that we had been running. So it will, I'll just push the notifications, and I'm still in the process of making the curriculums and making it structured. But this is it, and shortly you will be getting it by 3 days or 4 days more. So hope we request you all to help through this, and because we need pyramids everywhere, and that is how we can rescue, or we can make ourselves safe from all the negative patterns of life. So yep, I hope I can just get your help in this. So, and I even want you guys to spread it to everybody in Lavanya, you too, like in all the groups in Lavanya. What I'll do is, are you in the United States groups?
I'm in one of the global group. I'm not sure if that is the one you're referring to.
PSSM global group.
Yeah, PSSM global updates.
Okay, so actually there are some more, and I will just send you as you being the admin, and you being the charge of Australia. So I think you should be in those groups too. It's a core group and for the organizers and volunteers. So you will keep getting your notifications there, and you can push it to everybody in your groups too.
Okay.
And everybody in this group today also. So whomsoever is there, just spread to everybody with like one word. And the first pyramid that we are going to see is somewhere in Florida. So we are so excited for that. So just the way we wanted to do it everywhere, the beautiful structures of pyramids. So that is why we took charge. See, you should understand something in this part. We are all working, everybody is working. Here in PSSM, all the organizers at the back, they are working, and all the speakers in the front, everybody is working. We take so much time, and just it's a help that we do. Whatever, being unconditional, being compassionate, we help everybody. Whomsoever needs knowledge, we will spread it. And this is a very good move, that after this peak pandemic, we have decided that let's all have at least one pyramid each country first, and then we can just do it every state and every city. And that's if there is one in the country, and people can experience the results of it, and then it's very easy. See, in India, yeah, what is that?
So Vanaja ma'am, so the new pyramid coming up, is it in USA or India?
Yeah, it's in USA. In USA already, in Minneapolis, in the state called Minneapolis, there are two families who are into PSSM. They have constructed a pyramid onto their houses. So that's like personal pyramids, but these are like 500 capacity pyramid. And this is with the association with one of the communities. And this was actually sanctioned 2019 August. And so I think we are just waiting for Patri sir to visit once more, then things will get started. So the plan is anyways that is getting started, so before that we can even fasten this process and do it. So we need all your help, and keep spreading it. And I think yeah, thank you for giving me this opportunity, and it was a good session. Thank you, Lavanya, for bearing for 1.5 hours. So see you all next week. I think we're gonna do it for 10 more weeks, I guess, because the book is very long, and there are many chapters, and still I'm trying to cut short, but I feel I'm not helping you at the max. So I feel every point again I gotta do it. So that is what it is making things longer.
But we
So
need that way, Sohana. So it's like it doesn't matter how many more classes you want it. You can take how many more classes. We are very happy to have you with us. So
So
yeah, and giving us your valuable time for us in spite of doing those many works. Yeah.
sure. Thank you so much. Yeah, I really feel very fresh in this book club because something I love is books, and something I always talk to is books. Like, books are fun for me, and I really feel happy every time. Like, I'm coming, and it doesn't even take much time. Every Saturday we'll have a session. So every Friday I will get a message from Lavanya saying that tomorrow we have a session. Then that night I'll just start the book again, and every point I take it, and I will have 12 hours to get through one chapter. So I gotta analyze, reanalyze, and is this the only perception that author wants to speak? Because now I am speaking on behalf of author. So is it the right point that am I conveying? So I gotta validate, and I'll have couple of meditation sessions in between. So this is fun. Like, no other my every class is very generic, based on the crowd, and based on the event, and based on the current energies. I will just go with the generic topics, but this is fixed. So here, that is why I make points, and I make sure I will not miss anything. So, and I appreciate you all, everybody in here. Though it's just 1 hour, but you guys are very flexible, though I cross it. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Sohana. Thank you. Yeah. We all love it. So that's the reason we do not know how long it is. The session goes. So
So kind of you. So sweet. Thank you.
yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
See you all, guys. See you, Lavanya. See you the next week.
Yeah, see
Thank
you.
you. Have a good day. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.